Okay, I'm going to talk about some upcoming reloading projects I'm going to be working on. The heat is still terrible. I can't really work in the garage, so I'm going to have to be doing this piecemeal inside the house a little, and then out here on the bench. Uh, there's several calibers. I purchased a ton of gunpowder, 8 pounds of it by mistake, and I went and got something else that I could use I've never worked with before. But the only good thing is this powder also has a characteristic that we can cover another issue of loaded down cartridges with it. So the first thing I'm going to work on, and I was going to start all this when I bought those roller lock rifles, the CA3 and the Set-Me-See, and I also bought a bunch of bolt action rifles in 7.62 NATO. So 7.62 NATO is going to be the first cartridge. I got my brass ready, and what I'm going to do is load it with a Hornet A 150 grain full metal jacket boat tail spire point. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to use. That's probably the best bulk bullet around for it. So that's the first one I'm going to do. I know I'm going to work with the one powder. I did do a couple using one powder, but that's not available anymore. I can't find it anywhere, and so I'm going to have to go and start the whole process over again with another gunpowder. Okay, so that's what I'm going to start working on today. Okay, then because I bought all of these finish guns, there's two different cartridges. There's 7.62 by 54R, and then there is the 7.62 by 53R. I bought some brass a long time ago. I don't know. I found some of it. I don't know if I have all of it. And the major difference between the two cartridges is there is some very minor case dimension difference, which is insignificant. It's, you know, in a way, but the biggest difference is the bullet diameters are different between the two cartridges, and I found the finish guns, I didn't know this, the finish guns actually have much tighter bores and are designed for a smaller diameter bullet than the Mosin Nagant 9130s and post, you know, like the M44s and that. All of those rifles have a different bore dimension and groove diameter and use a larger bullet. So I'll make a video discussing the difference between the two calibers, and then the members videos will be where I do the work, find the bullets, find the loads, and everything else. And also a lot of people talked about replicating the actual cartridge with the bullets the Finns used. That bullet diameter, or that bullet weight and bullet type, is no longer in production. Okay, so you cannot 100% replicate the Finnish ammo. They don't make that bullet anymore. You can come close, but I'll explain that more when I get into making the ammo. So probably I'm going to do those two first, and then I'd like to go into the 303 British and then go back again to the 7.63 Argentine, because I wasn't satisfied with that weird load I had. And now that I got an ample supply of powder, I believe that I can, you know, sit there and work up a load to get to where I want the ammunition I want to make. Okay, and going to use a heavier bullet. I got one bullet weight that I'm going to use for the 7.62 by 54R and for the 7.63 Argentine. and probably I may fling some out in the 303 British. Okay, while I'm doing it, breaking in the new radar, chronograph, and all the other fun crap, and come up with some decent loads. So if you're thinking about getting a membership and you'd like to get the data out of there, now would be a good time to get a membership. The links are always in the description box, and it's $3 a month. Okay, and you don't like the fact you got to pay $3 a month, then go figure it out for yourself, because this costs me thousands of dollars to get this information put out to you, okay, out of my own pocket. I don't get no reimbursements, I ain't sponsored, and nobody gave me any of this stuff, okay. So, alright, that's what we got concocting, and it's kind of too hot out here in the garage. I gotta get going, get back into the house. Alright then, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.